Chosen one, what you're about to hear may stir something ancient within you, something sacred. If you've been drawn to this message, know that it is not by accident. You've been divinely guided here because a deeper truth is ready to awaken in your spirit. You are not just a seeker in this life. You are a soul who once walked the sands of Kemet, a pharaoh in another lifetime, a guardian of cats chosen by the goddess Bastet herself. The dreams you've been having, the signs you've seen, the unexplainable pull toward ancient Egypt, none of it is coincidence. It's remembrance. The veil is thinning, and your past power is rising again. You're not becoming something new. You're remembering who you've always been, the protector, the priest, the divine ruler. You carry the markings of a soul that once communed with the gods. And now, that calling returns. So before we go deeper, take a moment to hit that like button. Subscribe to help us reach 20,000 awakened souls, and comment the number 11 below, a number of divine alignment. These small acts are more than just engagement. They are a spiritual signal that you're ready to reclaim your ancient path. If this resonates in your spirit, stay with me, because what comes next could awaken everything you were born to remember. You were never ordinary. From the moment you opened your eyes to this world, something ancient stirred in you, a whisper older than time, a knowing that could never quite be explained. It's not a fantasy or fleeting thought, it's a sacred truth, buried deep within your soul. Bastet, the revered cat goddess of ancient Egypt, has called you, not for curiosity, but because she remembers who you truly are. You were once royalty, not by blood alone, but by spirit, a guardian, a spiritual pharaoh, a protector of the sacred. This awakening isn't a coincidence. Bastet only calls to those who carry her flame in their soul. Maybe you've felt it in quiet moments, a sense that your path is meant for something greater, something divine. Or maybe it's louder, recurring dreams, feline presences that feel like omens, or an unshakable pull toward ancient Egyptian symbols. These aren't random. They are echoes of vows once made beneath starlit temples, vows that now ask to be honored again. There's a reason why certain people feel so strongly connected to Egypt, a land of gods, mysteries, and eternal truths. For some, it's just history. For others, it's home. Bastet doesn't just select anyone. She selects those who once walked in sacred harmony with her essence. Those who protected the divine order, who listened to the voice of Ma'at, and who honored the sacred feline guardians of the soul. This calling isn't always easy. It can be confusing, overwhelming, even lonely. But know this: Bastet doesn't just awaken you to the past. She awakens your future. As her chosen, you're not meant to blend in. You're meant to remember, rise, and reclaim your role as a spiritual leader in a world aching for ancient truth and fierce love. So open your heart. Let the sands of time fall away. Hear the purr of ancient wisdom in your dreams. You are not just someone who loves cats or Egyptian myths. You are part of a sacred legacy, handpicked by Bastet, to return in this lifetime and bring light, healing, and protection to a world that has forgotten its soul. There are moments when you feel it, a pounding in your chest that doesn't match the moment, an energy that rises from your core like a lion awakening after 1,000-year slumber. That's not your imagination. That's the call. Bastet doesn't whisper to the timid, she roars to the lion-hearted, to the ones who once stood in the face of chaos and dared to protect sacred truths. Your courage was once legend, and that courage is being remembered now. This isn't about bravery in the modern sense. It's not about fearlessness on paper or bravado. This is soul-deep courage, the kind born of lifetimes spent walking the threshold between the mortal and divine. If your heart races when you see ancient Egyptian carvings, if you weep at the sight of a temple's silhouette, or feel a strength rise in your belly when you lock eyes with a cat, that's Bastet reawakening the lion in you. You may have forgotten the sound of your own roar, but Bastet has not. She has waited patiently, watching you from beyond the veil, placing signs in your path, a cat crossing your road, a dream that lingers, a stranger speaking of Egypt for no reason at all. These aren't coincidences. They are breadcrumbs left for you to follow home. She is urging you to remember what it means to walk with dignity, with fierce compassion, with the golden heart of a lion. This path is not without trials. Bastet doesn't call those who want comfort. She calls those ready to lead, to protect, to rise in a world that often forgets how to honor the sacred. The world needs lion hearts now, more than ever, and she knows it. That's why she's awakening you. You are not weak, and you never were. The strength you need has always been there, buried beneath layers of noise and fear. Bastet's roar is just shaking it loose, so step forward, claim your inner throne. You are not just a soul in a body, you are a lion heart who has walked through lifetimes, stood beside gods, and protected what was most holy. Bastet is not calling you to remember history, she is calling you to live it again. Cats have always followed you, haven't they? They appear in alleys, on your doorstep, or silently watch you from across the street. Sometimes they stare a little too long, like they recognize something. That's not coincidence, that's memory. In the temples of Bastet, you were once their keeper, their protector, their voice. You walked among them as priest, warrior, and kin. And now, that ancient role is waking up within you. To be a guardian of cats is not a title, it is a sacred vow. In ancient Egypt, cats weren't just animals, they were divine emissaries, protectors of households, and carriers of celestial energy. Those who guarded them were entrusted with profound spiritual responsibility. If cats seem to be drawn to you, or you feel a near telepathic bond with them, it is because your soul has kept that connection across lifetimes. Modern society may overlook these signs, but the spiritual realm does not. Every time you instinctively defend a stray, grieve for a lost feline, or talk to your cat like they're more than a pet, that's your ancient role speaking. Cats remember their guardians, and Bastet ensures that they find their way back to those who once served them. These small encounters are really sacred reunions, but being a guardian is more than love. It's a responsibility. It means watching over the sacred feminine, protecting the innocent, and standing between darkness and light. In this life, you may not be in a temple, but your home, your energy, your presence can still become a sanctuary for feline and human souls alike. Your role continues through your care, your empathy, and your awareness of the sacred in the everyday. Honor this gift. Whether you own cats or not, the energy lives within you. You are a protector of purity, a fierce, gentle soul chosen by Bastet to bridge the gap between species, spirit, and star. Do not take it lightly. Bastet doesn't choose guardians often, but she has chosen you. Why do cats appear at the edges of your life, always watching, always near? They are not just animals, they are messengers, spirit-bound, sentient eyes that carry divine messages. In ancient Egypt, cats were not only guardians, but guides between worlds. If cats seem to shadow you, appearing during significant life changes, dreams, or moments of spiritual insight, that's not just behavior. That's Bastet's network at work. These feline encounters are often subtle. A cat may show up when you're emotionally raw, sick, or on the edge of transformation. They may stare into your eyes as if trying to speak something too vast for words. Sometimes, a cat may appear for just a moment, then disappear, as if delivering a message only your soul can decode. You must learn to see with your inner vision and feel with your heart. Feline messengers often come in dreams. Their golden eyes, their silent paws, the feeling of fur brushing your skin. These sensations linger because they're real on a spiritual level. Bastet uses these forms to communicate her wisdom, her warnings, and her love. Each encounter is a reminder that you are not walking this path alone. You are being watched over by those who walk in fur and light. Some people find that cats show up just before major decisions. A stray might sit by their door before a big move. A friend's cat might curl into their lap during heartbreak. These moments are not random. They are laced with divine timing. Felines, attuned to subtle energies, feel shifts before they happen. They act as mirrors and messengers, showing you what you're ready to see. So pay attention. Watch the way they move, when they appear, what you were feeling in that moment. Record it. Meditate on it. Ask for guidance. And you may find that they respond. They are your shadows, your guardians, and your reminders that Bastet's eyes are never far from yours. Cats have held a sacred place in human history, but nowhere more profoundly than in ancient Egypt, where they were revered as living vessels of divine energy. Their graceful movements, piercing eyes, and enigmatic presence made them perfect symbols of mystery, protection, and spirituality. This bond is not just myth, it's a spiritual truth that pulses beneath the surface of your connection with cats today. The divine energy that cats carry is a bridge between worlds, a living emblem of Bastet's power and love. Bastet herself embodies the perfect balance of nurturing and fierce protection, much like the cat's nature. The goddess was worshipped as both a healer and a warrior, protector of the home and destroyer of evil. Cats, as her earthly representatives, were believed to possess supernatural abilities to ward off negative energies and to guard the sacred life force within us. This bond is ancient, but vibrantly alive in you. You feel it in your bones, in the way your heart softens around feline energy, or how your spirit seems to resonate when you encounter a cat's gaze. To truly understand this sacred bond, it helps to look beyond the physical. Cats are not just pets or companions. They are spiritual allies, often seen as guides who help us navigate the unseen realms. Their sensitivity to energy allows them to act as protectors against unseen dangers, and their elusive nature reminds us of the sacred mysteries hidden within ourselves. Bastet's cats are her eyes and ears on earth, her emissaries sent to guide and guard the worthy. This bond goes deeper than symbolism or reverence. It is an invitation to awaken a dormant part of yourself, to embrace the qualities of grace, intuition, and sacred power that cats exemplify. When you open yourself to this connection, you step into a lineage of sacred guardianship, where love and strength coexist seamlessly. It's a path of sacred responsibility to honor the divine in all beings and protect the sacred balance of life. Your life, touched by the sacred presence of cats, becomes a living altar to Bastet's power. Every interaction with a feline companion or a stray that crosses your path is a chance to strengthen this bond. Listen to their silent wisdom. Feel their protective energy. Remember, this connection is not accidental. It is a divine legacy calling you home. If you have ever felt a sudden rush of familiarity when stepping into an Egyptian museum, or found yourself inexplicably drawn to hieroglyphs and temple ruins, it may be more than mere fascination. These feelings are echoes, faint but persistent memories of a life once lived amidst the sands and sunlit temples of ancient Egypt. Reincarnation is not just a spiritual concept, but a reality that many who resonate with Bastet experience deeply. You might have lived as a priestess, a guardian, or even a pharaoh in those times, holding sacred knowledge and walking with the goddess's blessings. The sensations of déjà vu, the uncanny knowledge of ancient rituals, or the instinctual respect for cats all point to the soul's journey through time. These memories emerge as soft whispers in dreams, sudden flashes of insight, or an overwhelming sense of belonging to a culture long past. Such echoes often come wrapped in emotion, nostalgia, longing, even grief for a life once cherished and left behind. It can feel like a haunting or a calling. Your soul remembers the sacred oaths you once took, the lives you protected, and the love you gave to the divine feline guardians. Bastet's awakening within you is the soul's way of reconnecting with this past and weaving it into your present. Living with these echoes means you carry the wisdom of ages, the resilience of those who faced great challenges, and the grace of those who served the sacred with honor. It's a precious gift, but also a responsibility to listen carefully, honor the past, and allow these memories to inspire your current path of spiritual awakening and protection. In embracing your reincarnation echoes, you step fully into your role as a bridge between worlds. You are both a keeper of ancient secrets and a living manifestation of Bastet's eternal spirit. This sacred continuity is a powerful force, a testament to the soul's journey and to the undying call of the divine. There is something about the image of Bastet, the cat-headed goddess, the fierce yet nurturing protector, that captivates you deeply. The symbols associated with her, like the ankh, the sistrum, and the golden eyes of cats, do not merely catch your eye. They seem to resonate with the very core of your being. This magnetic pull is no accident. It is a spiritual imprint, a calling engraved on your soul from lifetimes intertwined with her divine presence. Bastet's symbols carry layers of meaning that go beyond their visual beauty. The ankh, a symbol of eternal life, reminds you that your journey transcends this one lifetime. The sistrum, a musical instrument used in her worship, symbolizes joy, celebration, and divine rhythm, urging you to find harmony in your life's chaos. Her golden cat eyes symbolize watchfulness, intuition, and protection, calling you to trust your inner sight above all else. When these symbols appear in your dreams, jewelry, art, or even casual conversation, they act like spiritual signposts. They confirm that Bastet's energy surrounds you, inviting you to awaken her presence fully within your life. These signs are often subtle: a necklace catching the light, a stray cat crossing your path at the right moment, a feeling of warmth when you see ancient Egyptian iconography, but their consistency is profound. Feeling drawn to Bastet and her symbols is also an invitation to deepen your connection to feminine power and sacred balance. Bastet embodies both the fierce protector and the gentle healer, qualities that you may find growing stronger in yourself. This divine energy supports your spiritual growth, guides your intuition, and reminds you that you are never alone in your sacred mission. Allow yourself to be curious about this connection. Explore the symbols, meditate on them, and let their meanings unfold in your life. Bastet's call is a loving hand reaching through time, waiting for you to take it and step into the fullness of your spiritual heritage. Dreams are not just random images or fleeting thoughts. They are sacred portals that connect you to other realms of existence. For those called by Bastet, the dream realm becomes a powerful space where messages flow freely and ancient wisdom is whispered. The goddess herself often appears in dreams, manifesting as a regal cat, a woman with feline features, or through symbolic imagery that stirs your soul deeply. In these dream encounters, Bastet offers guidance, protection, and sometimes warnings. You might find yourself walking temple halls, bathed in golden light, hearing chants, or feeling the presence of sacred cats brushing past you. These dreams are vivid and linger long after waking, leaving a glow of sacredness and a call to pay attention to the messages they hold. Dreams with Bastet often touch on themes of transformation and empowerment. She invites you to shed old fears, embrace your inner strength, and reclaim your spiritual authority. These visions can sometimes feel overwhelming or mysterious, but they are always filled with love and encouragement. Bastet is guiding you through these dream journeys, helping you reconnect with your sacred purpose. If you keep a dream journal, you may notice recurring symbols, cats, temples, golden light, or sacred music that tie into Bastet's presence. These are gifts, keys to understanding your deeper path. By honoring these dreams, you strengthen your spiritual connection and open yourself to the goddess's ongoing guidance. Approach your dreams with reverence and curiosity. Allow them to inspire your waking life, and remember that each night holds a chance to journey with Bastet herself. The dream realm is a sacred space where past, present, and future blend, and where your soul's ancient bond with Bastet grows ever stronger. There are moments in life when you feel watched, not with judgment, but with a profound and gentle knowing. Often, this sensation comes with the image of golden cat eyes glowing softly in the darkness, a symbol of Bastet's vigilant presence. These visions are far more than hallucinations. They are spiritual experiences that connect you directly with the goddess and her protective energy. The golden eyes represent more than just sight. They symbolize insight, spiritual awakening, and the power to see beyond illusions. Bastet's gaze pierces the veil between worlds, offering clarity in moments of confusion and guiding you through the shadows. If you've ever felt a sudden flash of golden light or glimpsed feline eyes in the corner of your vision, these are signs that Bastet is near, watching over you with fierce love. Such visions can be startling, but they are gifts meant to reassure and empower. They remind you that no matter how dark or uncertain life feels, you are never truly alone. The cat goddess's eyes are always upon you, ready to defend, comfort, and illuminate your path. These moments often come before major changes or challenges, preparing you to face them with confidence and grace. In some spiritual traditions, seeing the eyes of a divine being is a call to awaken latent gifts and responsibilities. For you, the golden eyes may be awakening your intuition, your protective instincts, and your role as a guardian. They ask you to trust your inner wisdom and to honor the sacred connection you share with Bastet. When these visions come, embrace them fully. Let them fill you with courage and sacred fire. Know that the goddess's eyes are a symbol of your own divine power, ancient, enduring, and fiercely alive. Sometimes, life feels like a puzzle with missing pieces. You may find yourself drawn to ancient ruins, fascinated by hieroglyphs, or overwhelmed by a sudden urge to explore Egyptian history deeply. These feelings are more than interest. They are the stirrings of a past life memory, calling you to rediscover your sacred origins and your role within the temples of Bastet. The temples were more than physical structures. They were living centers of spiritual power, healing, and divine worship. In those hallowed halls, you may have served as a priest, a protector, or even a ruler. The rituals, chants, and sacred ceremonies you once participated in are etched into your soul, waiting to be recalled and integrated into your present journey. Rediscovering this past life isn't about escaping your current reality, but enriching it. It helps you understand the strength you carry, the wisdom you have accumulated, and the sacred mission that now awaits you. As you explore ancient Egyptian culture, you may find that your connection to Bastet grows clearer, that your intuition sharpens, and that your purpose becomes undeniable. This rediscovery often comes through dreams, meditation, or spiritual experiences that lead you to uncover hidden truths within yourself. It is a journey of healing and reclamation, of remembering the promises you made long ago to protect the divine and to serve with honor. Your past life is not lost. It is a wellspring of power and guidance. By embracing it, you allow Bastet's call to echo louder, empowering you to live fully as her chosen guardian in this lifetime. If you find yourself endlessly researching Egyptian history, watching documentaries, or collecting artifacts and art, you're not just indulging a hobby. This obsession is a sign, a beacon from your soul reminding you of your deep connection to Bastet and the ancient world she embodies. It's a craving for truth, a desire to understand where you came from and who you really are. Your fascination might surprise others, but for you, it feels like returning home. Every symbol, story, and detail resonates with your spirit. The more you learn, the more pieces of your own identity fall into place. This passion is not accidental, but a spiritual anchor, tying you to your divine lineage. In today's digital age, the ease of accessing information can amplify this connection. Scrolls and papyrus have transformed into digital archives and forums, yet the essence remains the same, a quest for sacred knowledge. Bastet's influence flows through the modern world as much as through ancient temples, inviting you to explore and embody her teachings in new ways. Your obsession is a form of devotion. It's a way your soul prepares you to step fully into your role, armed with the knowledge and reverence needed to honor Bastet's legacy. Don't dismiss it as mere interest. It is the echo of a sacred call demanding attention and action. Embrace this thirst for knowledge. Let it fuel your spiritual growth and deepen your bond with Bastet. Through your study, you are not just learning history, you are awakening a living tradition that pulses within your own heart. The Eye of Ra is one of ancient Egypt's most potent symbols, a representation of divine protection, healing, and fierce power. Bastet herself is often linked to this symbol, embodying its dual nature as both nurturing and destructive. When you see the Eye of Ra, whether in art, jewelry, or visions, it may be a secret message from Bastet, reminding you of your sacred protection and inner strength. This eye is more than a symbol. It's a spiritual beacon that connects you with the goddess's energy. It watches over you, guards your soul, and helps you navigate the spiritual battles that life inevitably brings. Bastet's messages through the Eye of Ra encourage you to stand firm, heal from past wounds, and embrace your divine role with courage. Sometimes, the Eye of Ra appears in moments of vulnerability, when you feel lost, afraid, or unsure. Its presence reassures you that the goddess's power surrounds you, ready to shield you from harm and illuminate your path. It invites you to open your inner eye, to trust your intuition, and to see beyond the surface of life's challenges. These secret messages are often subtle, requiring awareness and reverence to receive fully. They may come as dreams, sudden insights, or synchronicities involving cats, light, or Egyptian motifs. Paying attention to these signs deepens your relationship with Bastet and strengthens your spiritual armor. Remember that the Eye of Ra, linked with Bastet's watchful gaze, is a symbol of your own divine sight. It calls you to awaken, protect, and heal, to be both the guardian and the light in a world that desperately needs your ancient strength. There's something indescribable about the way a cat looks at you, a steady, almost otherworldly gaze that seems to penetrate your very soul. This gaze carries a spiritual weight, a depth that speaks of ancient wisdom, silent judgment, and unconditional love. It's as if the cat can see beyond your masks and into the truth of your being. In many cultures, including ancient Egypt, a cat's gaze was believed to carry protective power, warding off evil and guiding souls through the unseen realms. When a cat locks eyes with you, it's often not just curiosity, it's a sacred exchange. They are reading your energy, sensing your emotions, and sometimes offering healing simply through their presence. This spiritual weight can feel overwhelming or comforting, depending on your openness. Some people find themselves mesmerized, almost hypnotized by this silent communication. Others feel a rush of calm, as if a heavy burden has been lifted. Either way, this gaze is a reminder of the sacred bond between human and feline, a connection forged in the fires of time. When you experience this gaze, honor it. Don't rush to look away. Instead, breathe deeply and allow the energy to wash over you. This moment is a sacred dialogue, an opportunity for healing, insight, and spiritual connection. Bastet's guardianship lives in these silent exchanges. The next time you find yourself caught in a cat's gaze, remember that you are being seen, known, and protected by a living emissary of the divine. The role that Bastet calls you to is vast and sacred. You are not just a cat lover or an admirer of ancient Egypt. You are a protector, a healer, and a lionheart reborn. This means carrying the weight of ancient responsibilities with grace and courage, standing firm against darkness, and healing both yourself and others with love and wisdom. Being a protector means more than guarding physical spaces. It means safeguarding sacred energy, standing up for the vulnerable, and embodying justice and compassion. Bastet's guardians were known for their bravery and fierce loyalty, qualities that live within you, waiting to be claimed. Healing is a core part of your journey. Bastet was both a warrior and a healer, balancing destruction with restoration. You are called to heal wounds, emotional, spiritual, and sometimes physical, that keep souls from flourishing. Your empathy, intuition, and connection to the divine make you a conduit for transformative love. Above all, embracing this role means living with lion-hearted courage. It means facing fears, standing in your truth, and leading with a fierce but gentle heart. Bastet's call is a summons to rise, not just for yourself, but for all those who need a guardian, a healer, and a light in the darkness. Remember, you are never alone. Bastet walks with you, her spirit roaring in your heart, her claws ready to defend, and her love surrounding you. Embrace your sacred role fully. The world needs your lion heart now more than ever. Answering Bastard's call today means bringing ancient wisdom into a world that often forgets the sacred. It means creating space for spirituality, compassion, and protection in your daily life, no matter how modern or chaotic the world becomes. Honoring Bastet is about weaving her presence into everything you do, from the way you treat animals to how you stand up for justice and nurture your inner fire. You can honor her through rituals, meditation, or simply by living with intention and respect for all life. Lighting a candle, wearing her symbols, or spending time with cats can deepen your connection. But more importantly, it's about embodying her qualities: fierce love, sacred protection, and joyful healing. In a world hungry for meaning, your role as Bastet's chosen is vital. You remind others of the sacred bond between humans and nature, the power of feminine strength, and the importance of guarding what is pure and true. Your life becomes a living temple where Bastet's spirit thrives. The goddess calls you not just to remember the past, but to create a sacred future. Through your actions, your heart, and your presence, you breathe new life into ancient promises. You are a bridge between worlds, a guardian of the divine, and a living embodiment of Bastet's eternal love. So answer the call with courage and grace. Your journey has only just begun, and Bastet walks beside you every step of the way. Absolutely. Here are 15 fresh, deeply engaging headings, each followed by 5 detailed, emotionally rich paragraphs crafted to draw listeners in and hold their attention. Each section is designed to evoke powerful imagery, spiritual resonance, and human connection. There's a quiet stirring deep inside your soul, an ancient energy that refuses to be ignored. This awakening is more than just a feeling. It is a call from within, a pulse that echoes through the corridors of time. The guardian within you, once a fierce protector of sacred temples and feline companions, is now rising from slumber. This force demands your attention, urging you to reclaim your birthright and stand tall as a keeper of sacred mysteries. The process of awakening can be both exhilarating and disorienting. You might experience flashes of memories that don't belong to your current life, or feel a sudden surge of courage and clarity in moments when you least expect it. These signs aren't coincidences. They are spiritual breadcrumbs laid out by Bastet herself, guiding you toward your true purpose.